What's up, all? This is a quick recap for the DOTS bias indicator. Today is non-farm payroll, Friday, January 9th. I'm not going to go over the actual data point, but the market opens at 9:30, which is when the DOTS bias indicator is to be used. When the dots are mixed, I like to do nothing. I like to wait for uniformly green or uniformly red to inform my bias and to look to execute. So dots are mixed. You're doing nothing. You can see we sweep down, come back up, chop, chop, lower, chop, chop, chop. There was 10 a.m. news, red folder news. So in addition to non-farm, so this comes, we sweep lower. We get one column of all red dots, which had me thinking that maybe the move would be lower. We swept Asia lows and London lows, and you can see right here, we could not close below the Asia low. So when this happens, I'm on guard. I'm not looking to take a one dot entry function, just trying to get short. So price comes up a little higher. The dots become mixed again, so I'm hands off, and you can see this sell side fair value gap was closed above this sell side fair value gap, and this is a 1 minute chart, so probably a 3 or 5 minute chart exemplifies that a little better. We had a complete reversal, and you can see at 10:20ish, the dots turn all green, which is when I look to engage long, and I did. So I like the dots in conjunction with other factors. So we had this trend line, resistance, break, close, pullback. EMA's holding as well. NQ stats, initial balance, basically says if price is in the upper half of the 50% of the first hour of trade, which it was, you're targeting the initial balance high. So just very simple. I like to combine dots, momentum, green, with IB stats. I think it's like 82% chance. If price at 10:30 is above the 50% line, we're targeting this. So I entered long, one dot entry function, and you can see we traded up to the prior high, but the 10:30, the initial balance high was ended up being there, traded into a fair value gap, and then that worked. So that was setup one, dots with initial balance break. So going further into the morning, we had this high, retracement, made a new high. So we were making low, high, higher low, higher high. So price structure is bullish. The dots are green. This little retracement, so this shaded box is the basically like 40 to 60% of this leg. We touch it here on a 15-minute chart. Close, we wicked into this fair value gap. So when that happened, we closed above this little, three candles of three bearish candles. So we close above. Noon curve basically says if we make a new high after 10 a.m., odds favor a new high being made in the afternoon. And just very simply, this retracement, 40% of this move, like I said, dots were green, targeting this high, enter, high. So a very simple day. Non-farm, usually you're expecting carnage, and very clean. 2 NQ stats setups worked. Dots were bullish after 10 a.m. Pretty solid day. If you want to give the dots a try, 7-day free trial, link in the bio. Code dots is 20% off. Everybody have a great weekend. Hope you survive the week okay, and let's crush it this year.